Hi guys, this is Okong'o guy. Thanks again for showing up. So there's a discussion that is ongoing right now on Twitter. It's about Zanzibar. There's a specific hotel. I don't know, it's called Werere or something. So the issue is there's a lady from Nigeria who was molested. And a very unfortunate event. When she was a guest in the hotel, and as things stand, the hotel is trying to try to distance themselves from the issue instead of trying to apologize or even handle the issue well. And also, unfortunately, the government of Zanzibar or even the Ministry of Tourism from Zanzibar hasn't, I don't know if they've said anything, but I haven't seen any statement from them. Now, the reason why this content is important, or I feel like I should bring it up on this channel, is because one of the things that I intended to do was to do a bit of traveling while I film on this on this channel. And just note, this is not a travel channel, so that's just not that. We're not doing travel videos. We're not doing different foods from different regions. No. My intention of traveling is for me to get away from work and to just change different destinations, just to unwind, and also to just see the world in a different perspective, because I've never left Kenya at all. As a matter of fact, I'm afraid of heights, so that makes me afraid of lifts and afraid of planes or aeroplanes. So traveling is something that I'll be doing as a theoretical thing, because now sometimes you have to go overseas. That's something that I'm looking at. And one thing that I would like to do while I do that is just to take videos of places that I visit, but as a backdrop of the subject that I'll be talking about. Example, I'll be talking about maybe how I've improved on my budgeting, or how I've improved on my investment skills and what I've achieved, etc. While maybe showcasing what I've learned or what I've discovered of a good place that I've found in a different country. So it will be like a backdrop, not the main objective of any videos that I shoot when I travel. So that's something that I'm thinking about. Hope it bears fruits soon. But of course, I'll start with Kenya. So the reason why this subject of Zanzibar is important, and that's why I brought it to this channel, is because one of the places that I wanted to visit for a very long time was Zanzibar at some point in my life. And of course, when I'm coming up with the places to visit, maybe over after a few months or in my list as a bucket list, I was thinking about Zanzibar as one of the destinations. But now with whatever has just come up, and the fact that the hotel is just being defensive, and the tourism ministry and even the government that don't seem to care, I'm really taking a step back just to see what develops. Because here's the thing: this might be just an isolated situation that social media has made it big, which is good for everyone to know what's going on. And that's the good thing about this day and age, is because you can't, a small thing might be small to you, but it's big because people will take it and run with it on social media. So this is not a small thing, by the way. Just someone's life being at risk, it's not a small thing, it's a big deal. And I think it's good that it has been taken seriously by the public and highlighted. So looking at it, I think Zanzibar as a destination, I don't think I'll be really putting it on my list until I see how things go. And it's so unfortunate that the African governments never take things seriously. This is a big deal. This is an African that has moved from Nigeria and has come to Zanzibar. And let me just stop there. Let me just mention this. Tourism in Zanzibar gives the government 25% of their income. 25%. That's a lot of money for the country. And you guys are not taking this issue seriously. Come on. As Africans, I think we need to get to a point where we are very serious, African governments. And I'm not castigating in a bad way. I'm just mean well by saying we need to be serious. This is 25% of your revenue, your income that you're playing with. And I don't know if they realize it, but this thing has already become big on Twitter. Probably it's going to be big somewhere else. So the government should step up and do something about it before it gets very, very bad. In addition, when you Google Zanzibar right now, when you just go to Google and Google it, Zanzibar, the first thing that you see is this specific issue that was raised by, I think, the lady from Zanzibar, from Nigeria. I can't remember, Zainab, I think that's her name. And what is the tourism ministry doing, for cry out loud? As you need to be working not to defend yourself, but to be strategic about it. Arresting those guys is not enough. Do something about it, because now you've arrested. Okay, guys will be asking, why did you take too long? So you need to find a way to address it and address it well. Otherwise, you're gonna lose a lot of revenue probably in the next 1 or 2 years, because this is gonna cause a ripple effect and it's gonna affect your reputation. If it happened, now you have to deal with it. Don't run away from it. Don't sweep it under the carpet. It's a big deal. And incompetence is something that needs to be addressed in most of our ministries. I'm from Kenya, man, and we really struggle with how service is delivered within this country. And the most interesting thing is all this is replicated in almost all African countries. They're not unique. Almost all African countries have the same issues, and they never seem to improve. They seem to be dragging their feet to address issues that matter. 25% of your income, and you don't address it. You wait until it becomes big, then now you come with excuses and reasons which don't make sense. It's very tricky. And while I was also looking on Google, I saw there's an agency that even mentions Zanzibar as the safest place for solo female tourists. And of course, the date is 2020, which probably is, but the thing is, this incident has already affected that. So Zanzibar has always been the best place for everyone. Guys go there for honeymoon. Guys go there for getaways. Guys go there for anything. You mention Zanzibar, guys. If you ask someone, where do I go in East Africa? They mention Zanzibar as the first place. Where do I go into Africa? Zanzibar will always be in the list. Now with this incident, I think there's a lot of image rebuilding or rebranding that they need to do, which I feel it has taken them too long to address it. Because this is an issue that I had, I think, 2 days ago. Today it's already grown. Almost every single person that is talking about it on Twitter has a blue tick, which is not good for you. On Instagram, apparently guys have also started talking about it. On YouTube, I've only seen like 2 or 3 videos talking about it. Now I'm adding mine on top of that. But mine is just to look at how can it be, how do we be serious? How do we become efficient and serious in terms of how we deliver service and hold people accountable? Don't wait until everyone has talked about it and then now there's fire. Then now you start firefighting. Come on. When you see the smoke, come on. Especially when something contributes 25% of your income. Why do you have to wait? Why do you have to wait? Just address it. If the hotel wasn't going to address it, the government needed to come out clear and say and put the hotel to task. Because this is a big deal, and they're still dragging their feet. And I'm just wondering, why would you take all this? And I believe it happened months ago. Why would you take all this time to address an issue that it's probably something that you will have just, I don't know what to say, man. Because I always look at governments as an institution that can do anything, has all the intelligence, and can arrest anyone, anywhere. But just incompetence is so limiting to most of our countries in Africa. And this is not a video of comparing Africa Europe. It's not a video of comparing blacks and whites. Nope. This is a video of how do we become better to our citizens. Doesn't matter your race, to our citizens. It doesn't matter your which continent. How do we become better? Especially for us Africans, we need to hold ourselves to high standard, and we need to respect each other. You need to respect your economy. You need to respect your economy. This is your income that you're playing with. This is the future of the country. This is development. The fact that it's 25%, it means this money goes to development in your country. This money pays civil servants. This money pays infrastructure. If you lose this money, it affects you big time. People are going to lose jobs. Infrastructure is not going to be built. Hotels are going to close. Then what happens? The economy goes down. Why do you have to play around? Come on. Anyway, this was a by way content, but I feel it's important that I talk about it because it's somehow in some way it's going to affect how this channel is run. But the fact that Zanzibar was one of the destinations that I was looking forward to visit and then have content there. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope this video was informative, and see you guys the next time.